What's going on, guys? Your boy Joey Shake 72 here, coming at you guys with a video. Gonna talk about the draft recap. I'm actually at work, gonna be out of work in less than a half hour, so just killing some time. Um, Now we're all gonna get into this conversation of drafting Derek Barnett with the 14th pick of the draft wasn't something that everybody expected. No, am I downing the guy for his talent? No, not at all. It was mostly just everything else was so hyped. Dalvin Cook was hyped, but apparently he wasn't worth the first round pick. Dalvin Cook was hyped. That was pretty much our Reuben Foster. That was just hyped up so much that I didn't think that we were going to even pick a D end. But even in a lot of mocks, we're talking like don't count the Eagles out getting a D end in the first round. It's crazy. Now for a fact I will not look at mock drafts. Last year it was easy because we were drafting a fucking quarterback, so it was definitely a no-brainer we were getting Carson Wentz. Now, all our thoughts are, everything's good now, and we could finally move on and say that this D line is going to be fucking amazing with Brandon Graham, Timmy Jernigan, Fletcher Cox, and then you got Derek Barnett. Broke Reggie White's record at Tennessee. Broke it at 19 years old. He's been breaking the record for 3 years. He's had 32 sacks in 3 years. The guy's a fucking beast. Definitely need an edge rush since Connor Barr and Benny Logan didn't fit this defensive line. So now we're set. Chris Long is depth. Vinny Curry is just a guy that's either gonna, he's gonna have to get the fuck on or get over it because paying him a lot of money to be, being that edge rusher, but he's on his ass most of the time than standing up doing anything. But the depth is there, which is great. I just don't see it. It just looks pretty impossible to block all these guys one-on-one. Timmy Jernigan, a top 5 defensive tackle against the run with Brandon Graham, the best edge rusher in football. Fletcher Cox getting double teamed. What are you going to do? What's going to happen? Don't know. But I'm happy with the pick. I was just stunned that we picked him, but I wasn't disagreeing with the player, the talent that he has. The next thing, round 2, I thought Joe Mixon was going to get picked. That's what I thought. I thought Joe Mixon was going to get picked. And he didn't. And, I'm kind of glad he didn't. Got Sidney Jones with the second pick, 43rd pick of the draft. He's hurt, torn Achilles on his pro day the day before the draft. He fucked up his shit. It is what it is. The guy has all the talent in the world. We just got a top 10 pick in the second round. Is it going to be worth the wait? Is it worth playing him this year? Probably not. Probably wouldn't play him unless he feels like he's literally 100% by late October. That's fine. But we just got a top 10 pick of the fucking draft in the second round. And we're taking a chance on him. And he knows that, everyone thinks we just drafted him, never talked to him, never talked to his doctors, never seen, they're very optimistic about him coming back to a full recovery and very healthy and, nothing's going to be affected. Everyone acts like the guy's just going to, they all act like, when someone gets hurt, a good player gets hurt, they act like the guy's going to, get up and be like, I don't know how to play fucking football. I don't know what to do. How do you do this? How do you do that? You don't think the guy's going to be at all the meetings. You don't think he's going to be on the field. You don't think he's going to at least be watching everything, doing everything with the team. And then when he gets the 100% full recovery, you guys act like he's not going to be able to play 100% or he's not going to know how to play fucking football anymore. Okay? This guy is only 6 feet, 178 pounds, something like that. But he's tenacious. He's very good. He's a press corner. He's physical. I'm happy with that pick because it's a great investment and it's something that if it doesn't work out with him, we let go of him. But honestly, I just don't see anything bad happening with him. I don't see anything bad happening with him. Plus, he's only 20 years old, and he's going to heal fast, and I think he's going to be totally fine in this league, and especially with us. Once he gets on the field, I think he will be totally fine. And that's what I got to say about Sidney Jones. Sidney Jones is probably a guy that's definitely going to fight back from this, and he's going to be fine. Guy's going to be one of the top corners in this league. He's not going to be a fucking bust like everyone thinks he is. I have a lot of belief in him. I believe in him a lot. I've said a lot of good things on Twitter to a lot of players on the Eagles, on their Twitters. And that's about it with that. So, we get a corner second round. Great. Third round, Rasul Douglas out of West Virginia. A guy that I really like. We actually interviewed him at the Senior Bowl. He did a great job at the Senior Bowl. 6'2", 186 pounds, something like that. No, I'm wrong. 6'2", he's over 200 pounds, I know that, but very physical. He's a ball hawk. He plays faster than what he did at the Combine, because honestly, the Combine is really... the Combine is it's not a game, so it's not like everyone tries, of course, but you're being timed. You're going off of a whistle of a guy, in a 40-yard time. It's just, he plays faster than he did at the Combine, and I can just tell when you're in a game and you're in a situation, it's a totally different story. But Rasul Douglas, don't sleep on this guy, because this guy can cover. This guy's got long arms. He's a ball hawk. 8 interceptions. He's only he went to a community college the year before. Barely played any football. Then all of a sudden he came to West Virginia. Kind of sat out for a while, and then that was it. He had an explosive year last year, tying in the country NCAA with 8 interceptions. The guy is a ball hawk. He's got long arms. The good thing is height and his long arms and his speed, his athleticism and his long arms make up for his speed, because his speed is not great. But at the Combine, speed wasn't great. But when you watch him on tape, it looks great. He looks amazing on tape. So even he said in his interview, it's just game type situations. Sometimes it's just how your body reacts to things. Your body will react to things that your eyes see. Your eyes could see everything, but at the same time, your body moves how your eyes see it. I'm really loving the Rasul Douglas pick. Great pick. Then you get, I think, fourth round, we got Donnell Pumphrey. Running back, San Diego State. He's a Darren Sproles. Everybody knows he's the Darren Sproles. We moved up twice to get in front of Dallas to go get him. Do I think he's a premier back? I'll make a separate video about the Wendell Smallwood thing, because Wendell Smallwood I am not sold on. I am not sold on him at all. He can't break tackles. He can't do anything unless he's in open space and can at least get by one guy. But other than that, Donald Pumphrey's the next Darren Sproles. Darren Sproles is going to retire, hopefully, maybe after this year. And then we get him in the punt returns, maybe even get him in the kick returns. The guy is just really quick. He broke Marshall Faulk's all-purpose yard record in NCAA history, so the guy has a fucking pedigree. And I can't say nothing more about him. The difference between him and Darren Sproles is that Darren Sproles is actually a lot more stronger in his lower body. He's a bigger guy in his lower body. This guy's not. 170-something pounds. Very 5'9", 5'10", very short. So, I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see. We'll have a running back. We'll definitely have some competition running back on the running back stage. So I'm not worried about it too much. It is a position we have to look out for. And that's really want to go with the picks. There's a lot of the picks. Nate Jerry, the safety. They might turn him to a linebacker. The guy's jacked. Can get to the ball. He has good elusiveness. He can honestly get through defenders pretty easy. Any guys that are blocking. Jack, dude. Jack, dude. And I heard the Eagles might move him to linebacker now. I'll try him out there. But and other than that, that's really it. We didn't really, we're just Shelton Gibson. That's probably the guy I missed. Shelton Gibson, West Virginia wide receiver, a deep threat. We've been looking at him for a long time. This past offseason, as soon as the season was pretty much done. He's the deep threat we probably need. He's not the John Ross 4-2 guy, but he's fucking quick. He looks faster than he does on tape than he does at the combine. Shelton Gibson could be a deep threat. He's probably one of the guys that's going to shine preseason is Shelton Gibson from West Virginia. I don't have any doubt about it. He played with Rasul Douglas, our corner that we got from the draft as well, West Virginia. So this guy, it's just a deep threat. That's it. Another Deshaun Jackson type. That we could get on the field, and hopefully if Torrey Smith does well, we keep him. If not, then we put him in the mix and see what he can do. If he shines, we put him in. Something happens to Torrey Smith, this year we put him in. So that's all I got to say about that, guys. That's about it. But that's why I want to talk about the draft and everything when I had time. So I'll get you guys later. Subscribe, comment, whatever you guys got to do. See you guys later. Go fucking Birds.